Hello, and welcome to Moon Thoughts number 3,
Ew.
the episode on memes.
My favorite topic.
I am joined by Angrew again today, and Amelia Groundnose. And we're talking about memes. I don't know if I said that already, but I'm saying it again.
They were live, but okay.
What?
Well, like the way you said "and," it's like the things they do in news or whatever. It's like, and we're live. And then you said something else. I was like, oh, okay.
And we are live.
All right. Memes.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
First question. What are memes?
I can say that memes can be used to define a generation because if you look back at memes maybe 100, 200 years from now, we have no idea what's going on. We're like, what the heck does that mean? And if people from 100, 200 years in the future look at memes now, they're probably like, what the heck is going on? So memes are strictly used to define a generation, and they evolve over time, as we can tell. They die fairly
age
fast.
like
not
milk.
Very long
So,
lifespans.
what you're saying is the only use for memes is to define each generation.
Well, by their sense of humor, yes.
All right.
No,
And,
I think they define an entire generation just on its own. Like, there's no other way to define a generation.
You're right.
Just that one thing right there.
Yeah.
Look back on it, and that's what this generation was like.
That's how people look at their ancestry now. They don't go back and look at some stupid tree full of people. No. They
Are you talking about a family tree?
They look at the memes.
Yeah. Here's what happens is that they in the future they will take people and show them a whole bunch of memes, and then whichever ones they laugh at, then they'll trace that back to the ones that certain people found funny back in the past, and then that's how they tell who's family.
It's like one of those stupid BuzzFeed quizzes. Which time period do you belong in based on who makes you laugh?
Yes. All right.
BuzzFeed's the worst.
Kind of a follow-up question to that. What makes a meme a meme?
I was going to say something before that question. I was just going to briefly mention how memes have very short lifespans.
They age like milk.
About like a week, maybe a month.
That's true.
No, I meant like a couple weeks. But,
so are you saying that when a meme dies, that's when the generation is over? Or that there can be several memes to a generation?
Yeah, there are several memes to a generation.
Generation.
Sound like a Looney Tunes character. Generation.
Elmer Fudd.
Yep. Silly. Okay.
Well, anyway, I think we ought to bring up though. There's one subspecies of meme that will never die, and that is prequel memes. If anybody knows,
you're right.
Knows prequel memes based on the Star Wars prequels. You ever been on prequel memes on Reddit? That's the single funniest subreddit I've ever followed in my life, and no meme gets old there. They just take the old ones and expand upon them until it gets ridiculous. And that's
you
why
turned her against me.
You have done that yourself.
You turned her against me.
You have done that yourself.
It's one of my favorites.
Alright, so what does make a meme a meme?
Well,
there's the obvious answer that the blocky white text.
I think it's like Thor's hammer. They're forged in the heart of a dying star.
Okay. Alright. But by a blown up Peter Dinklage?
Yeah.
So he's a lot taller than everyone around him?
Which is funny. He's a midget, but he's also taller. But he still looks like a midget.
Yeah. But he's tall. So
he's a tall midget. They literally call him a dwarf in the movie, but he's bigger than everybody else.
He's probably the biggest dude in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. All right.
Yeah. Trina, anything to add on where do you think memes come from?
Well, I was just going to say
it's what makes a meme a meme. It's not where they come from. That's for later.
That meme is metaphorical. Like, somebody can just have, like, okay, you know that meme where it's just a random picture, but then the eyes are glowing and the resolution is terrible, but, like, somehow it's still funny?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like the visual ear rape meme. Like, but somehow we're still able to find some sort of
wouldn't that just be
understanding. Like, we know what it means without any words. And if you show it to your parents or someone who's not in this generation, they're like, "What? Why are you laughing?"
If you're showing memes to your parents, you're doing memes wrong.
I need to close my door.
I think we just exposed Amelia. She shows memes to her mom, and her mom doesn't like them. Whoa. You're cutting out.
Yes.
I don't get it. I'm like, it's a cat. What's there to get?
Well, you know, cats are very sophisticated creatures.
Are they?
That's why we worship them. So, that's why they're the source of all memes. Even go back to ancient Egypt, I don't think that the pharaohs worshiped cats. I think that those hieroglyphs were all memes because they thought cats were funny.
All right.
I totally stole that joke from Tumblr, but it's fine.
Follow up to that, actually, that brings us very nicely to our next question. Have memes always been around? Or are they a recent internet phenomenon?
No, I think they've always been around. Because if you look at it, it's the way a culture expresses ideas, and I don't remember the exact definition, but essentially we've warped it into internet shit posting. Like, that's what our definition of memes is, but it goes back a lot further. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the ancient Egyptians found cats to be hilarious, so that's why they drew hieroglyphs on the walls.
Did you know that the Egyptian word for cat is meow, which is basically like, like the sound a cat makes? Nice. Meow.
Wow. And then that also leads into the worst game ever devised by man.
That has a completely different origin.
So,
also, it's spelled differently.
That is really just we're playing the game cat, but it's in like Egyptian.
Sure.
But if it's spelled differently, does it sound different? No.
Shit.
Illuminati confirmed.
But
I didn't drink enough for this.
I'm not entirely sure if memes have been around. Like, I do think partially memes have been around for a very long time. I'm not sure when they started, but yes, I do believe that memes have been around a lot longer than just the internet.
I think they predate us.
I definitely know that our humor as human beings has not evolved that much, considering there's apparently evidence of graffiti in Rome that basically says, like, I don't know, give me a Roman name, because I can't remember. Caesar. Say Caesar, why not? Like, Caesar was here or something, and it's like, middle schoolers still pull off that kind of stuff,
So what do you think?
I think memes predate us, and I think they also may predate podcasts. I think memes are seventh dimensional beings.
But we talked about this. Podcasts don't have a start or an end.
But I think that wherever the start was for podcasts,
they don't have
one.
I think of it this way: memes exist in the seventh dimension. Podcasts are only fifth dimensional beings.
Oh shit!
How many dimensions are?
Shit!
Infinite.
Probably. We don't know. There's no way of knowing.
This is nonsense.
Okay. Next question. Time to get serious up in here. Do memes ever die?
Yes, all the time. And they're replaced by new memes. I just answered this before.
But do they?
It depends on it depends on the type.
Do they really ever die?
You look at something like Moon. Do you remember 2013?
Nope.
Moon.
Do I?
Nobody remembers Moon.
Oh shit! Yeah, I do.
I wouldn't say that Moon isn't dead. It's more of like the legendary. You know how like people die, but they're still remembered and like revered.
It's 2018. When was the last Moon reference that you saw?
Okay,
right now. You're talking about it.
Well, yeah, right here.
So is it really dead? Because the idea of it is still in your head.
I only talked about it because we're bringing up dead memes.
Yeah, but the idea is still in your head. Is it really dead?
Yes.
Is it?
100%. Yeah. I'd say so.
If people still think about it, if people still still laugh at it.
A meme's death is not based on whether people still think about it or not. It is whether it can still be used without it being seen as cringy.
Exactly.
If a meme can be used in a context and it is not cringy, it is still alive. If somebody uses it, like if I just said out of nowhere to you guys, do you know DeWitt? That meme's dead. Like, you'd look at me like, bruh, catch up. What's wrong with you?
But does that really mean it's dead?
Huh?
Is that one? I feel like that one's still kind of fresh.
Is it? I haven't heard anybody use it in a while.
But does it really mean it's dead? Does it just mean that it's
kind
of outdated and annoying?
I can tell you a meme that is literally actually dead. Harambe.
Yeah. That's fair. That one is dead.
I mean...
My boy Harambe.
It was never alive.
That meme's always been dead.
It was alive and thriving, but yeah, it's dead now, just like Harambe.
When it was crowned a meme, is the moment it died. Actually, no, it died before being crowned a meme.
Okay,
pretty much at the same moment.
You know how milk spoils.
No. Yeah. Explain that to me.
You know how much. Shut up. So, you know how milk spoils. That's how memes age. And eventually it gets to a point where nobody wants to drink that milk because it's not milk anymore. I don't know what that is, but that ain't milk.
That's fair.
Does that mean you can turn memes into cheese and butter?
Meme cheese?
Yes. I'm gonna start a business and create the first edible meme.
I would be your first pet.
Spread meme cheese on our bagels in the morning.
Hey, what would you like on your sandwich, sir? Meme cheese, please.
I'll have a grilled meme cheese sandwich.
Meme cheese is my favorite delicacy.
Okay, next question.
How expensive do you think meme cheese would be?
I think meme cheese runs for about, I'd say like $5,000 per gram.
Per gram?
I would say it's kind of the same.
Cubes that you put on toothpicks. I think that one of those was about $5,000.
And then the older it gets, the cheaper it gets because it means it's slowly dying.
Exactly.
I'm gonna say it's about the same price as cheddar.
Really?
What?
Yes.
How could you bring it down to such a level?
Cheddar's great. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'd like to compare.
I did not bring meme cheese down. I brought cheddar up.
I'd like to compare meme cheese to brie. You know, some people like it, some people don't. It's kind of fancy, you know, stuff like that. At least I think brie's seen as fancy. I could be wrong. There are better cheeses, but there are worse.
I think ingesting meme cheese leads to high levels of intelligence.
I was gonna say it's similar.
Is it lactose intelligence?
I was gonna say it's similar to like you start hallucinating, like.
Wait, no, what did you just say?
Nothing.
No, please.
I've never said anything in my life. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Okay. I think we'll just keep it at that.
Okay, that's fair. Next question.
Let it be known that Tim calls it lactose intelligence. He actually made that.
Next question. How do memes come into existence?
I just told you they are forged in the heart of a dying star.
You're right.
By a giant Peter Dinklage.
You are right.
The next question doesn't even
Next
matter.
question, yes. What meme would you say encapsulates the entire essence of memes?
Oh, prequel memes. Obviously.
Give me a specific one.
That Pepe comes to mind only because I see him as a kind of mascot for some reason.
That's true.
A mascot for white supremacists now.
Oh. Okay.
I don't want him representing my memes.
That's not where this was going at all, but okay.
Exactly. So, no, I think prequel memes are just as a whole the meaning of the ultimate memes because, they're self-referential.
They're timeless.
They can also be they're timeless. They can also be really
so they don't die.
Crossover. Right, they don't die, and they can also cross over with other memes. Cool memes are literally like.
All right, well, find me a specific one.
And people are constantly discovering new memes within the prequels, so it's like it'll never die because even if like I'm saying there's a very low chance, but even if one of the prequel memes dies, a new one can come right in. It's not like it's only a set number of prequel memes. There are constantly new discoveries and new births.
Exactly. The prequel trilogy is a finite thing. It's only about 6 or 7 hours of movies, but the meme potential is infinite.
Okay, but you still haven't answered my question. Which specific meme?
Specific meme. Prequel meme. I
don't like
one
that.
Prequel meme,
it's core
no.
Russ. It gets everywhere.
The one prequel meme to represent them all is the high ground, obviously.
Oh, probably yes, actually.
That's fair.
Anakin. High ground. That's the one.
Your mic cut out, so I just heard Anakin. High ground.
Yes. High ground. That is the one. Lasted, since the inception of prequel memes, I think.
That's fair.
I'm a prequel memes historian, but that's the one I've seen the most. And that's the one that still continuously gets memed to this day. And people find all sorts of different creative ways to do it.
All right. Nice. Okay, next question. Cool. And I want a specific answer to this question. No bullshit answers, all right? How many memes are there?
How many are there? What, memes?
Yes. How many memes are there?
And 168,528,226,005.
Thank you, Andrew.
Wow, that's very specific. Did you look that up?
No, I didn't look that up. What are you talking about? This is common. It's common knowledge. You don't know how many memes there are.
Come on, Amelia.
I
You're
guess
better
I'm
than
not
this.
meme expert as I thought. I apologize.
Okay. Now, if you go to college, little people know, but now you can get a degree in memes.
I'm the professor.
I don't know what you can do with a degree in memes. Like, what are jobs that you can do?
Obviously, making Star Wars prequels.
Okay.
Because as long as Disney keeps making Star Wars movies, I guarantee you they're going to take place before the events of the first Star Wars movie, A New Hope. But they're never going to be in the prequel era, and they're almost certainly never going to be in between episodes 6 and 7. So, because, Disney needs to bank on nostalgia as much as possible. That means that all of these movies that come out are going to be before A New Hope, and that means technically they are all prequels, meaning prequel memes will never die, and there was all sorts of new jobs in that field by making those movies.
All right. I think
a degree in memeology is basically like the ultimate degree. It's like getting a degree in every major combined into one. Because once you get a degree in memeology, you can do anything. It can be related.
So after my memeology degree, I am going to become a neurosurgeon who is also a part-time stripper.
And then you can see, when you're doing brain surgery, you can see all the memes floating around in people's brains.
Oh,
exactly. And you can give them some more.
I can inject memes.
Yes, that's how.
Good lord.
That's another way memes are created.
I just want to meme Ivy.
Okay, next question. Seen anything weird lately?
See anything weird?
Yeah.
Like just in general or with memes?
To answer the question. Seen anything weird lately?
Well, I did video chat with you the other day.
And?
That was.
I don't know.
Weird.
I don't know if this is like a see anything weird, but I've randomly lost like some hearing in one of my ears. It's all muffled. I
No,
think it's
that's
because
very clearly not seeing.
One, you may have a whole buildup of wax, or that's not the thing. You know, you should probably.
No, I don't think
get
it
that
is.
checked
I
out.
think it's like congestion or something. Because I was really congested around my head the other day. Then I went for a walk, and all of a sudden it just kind of like would pop right in my ear. Like my head feels fine, but it's just my ear.
Or you went to a metal concert and your ear got plugged.
Ow.
I've not been to a metal concert.
I think you're lying to us.
I dropped my phone on my desk and I said,
Why'd you
"Ow."
do that?
I don't know.
You can feel your phone's pain.
Yeah, I guess. I really want to watch Annihilation.
No, you don't. All right.
Okay.
What's the best meme time?
3:57, obviously.
I was gonna say 4:20, but okay.
I think 3:57 is a little more accurate. But
Oh,
okay.
hey, it's 3:57 right now.
Oh, look at that. It's meme
I'm
o'clock.
fucking-
Hey,
For me, it's 12:57. I have to wait another 3 hours.
meme us up. What you got? There we go.
Yeah,
Hell yeah. Nice.
we got me.
Good meme.
And it's still
Good.
3:57.
Hell yeah. All right. What is the last meme you laughed at?
The last meme. You know what? It was a prequel meme. It was a picture. Because I went on the prequel meme subreddit on desktop for the first time in a while.
Of course you did.
Because I usually use it on mobile. But I went on desktop yesterday for the first time in a while, and it was a picture of shirtless Vladimir Putin, but his head was replaced with Palpatine's head.
Oh yeah, you sent it to.
Yeah, I immediately sent that to you when I saw it because
Nice.
I was laughing so hard.
All right. Amelia?
Remember what's the last meme I lost? I laughed at.
You lost
don't
at?
know why I can't talk. I'm sorry.
Here, I just sent one.
Oh, you know what the last meme I laughed at was? I think. Damn it, I can't remember the name of the game, but you know it has like Spy and Doc and like the buff Russian guy, and you know that one?
Team Fortress 2?
That's it, yeah. And it was like slightly messed up animation, like it wasn't as good as the other short videos were, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And it showed Spy's the one with the mask, right? And the French accent. Yeah.
Oui, oui.
They all sat at a table, and there was a pizza in the middle of the table, and the big buff Russian guy was he took a slice of pepperoni pizza. A guy with a gas mask on, he took a slice of pepperoni pizza, and Spy took a piece of pepperoni pizza, but he took a pineapple out of his hat and slammed it on the pizza. Not even cut it up, just slammed the pineapple on the pizza. Then he shoved it into his mouth, had like a temporary pineapple high, then his head turned into a pineapple. And then the pizza slowly converted into a Hawaiian pizza. The big Russian guy and the guy with the gas mask, they were like hesitant to try it. They took a bite and they're like, oh, it's not bad. And then it ended.
I think you need to explain memes to us a lot more.
That sounded a lot more like drugs than memes. But
I know exactly the
fine.
video you're talking about, but it's just the way you described it. So elegant.
that was spectacular. Thank you.
That's something you got to do more often. I'm just going to send you a meme and you need to describe it to me.
Let's
I
do
didn't
it.
know I explained it that well because it was so weird. Like, but apparently you know exactly the meme that I'm talking about, so it's okay. Wait, did I save it? Please tell me I saved it because it was actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
Bless you. What?
gonna pull this one up.
Describe it.
All right, give it to me.
Me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, there is a caption that says, when you post a meme, then it shows that you have more upvotes than views. And then it shows SpongeBob, like a god, pecs and all, lounging on a chair in like a Grecian temple. And this fish with a blonde wig and very succulent lips is holding glowing grapes, I think, to his face. And SpongeBob has the most prideful yet darn it, I forgot the word, like nonchalant face as he receives his prize.
Whoa.
I think the phrase SpongeBob, like a god, pecs and all, is the greatest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I need to put that on a plaque. All right, we're gonna do one more.
Oh no.
One more for us.
Okay.
What do we
So, this comic done by an artist called Blue Chair. He starts out by sitting in a blue chair, and he talks about how in Japan cities have adorable mascots, and it shows a tiny little black bear with rosy cheeks and a green bird alien thing. We should have. He then continues to say, we should have mascots too. They'd be so cute. And he has sparkly eyes, as in, like, he's just imagining how cute they would be. And then it says, San Francisco. And it shows a house with a window for an eye, a winky face. He's got a triangle roof. His door is the mouth. He looks similar to some kind of mix between a puppy and an apartment. And he has red arms and legs. And he has a little tongue coming out of his head/roof that says $4,000 a month. Wow, that's actually pretty cheap. That's not too bad.
All right.
Please continue.
Okay. New York is basically a very detailed middle finger with rosy cheeks. You know that weird OWO emoticon that's usually followed by "What's this?" You know?
Sure.
And so yeah, he has that kind of face, a little W mouth. And he has blue arms and legs, and despite him being a giant middle finger, he's giving us the peace sign. There's Los Angeles, which I'm guessing the cars are supposed to be shoes, it looks like. There's a red one on the left and a blue one on the right. Hold on. He kind of reminds me of a mix between a child and a grandpa, but there's this very fluffy looking character made of smog, or exhaust, or whatever you want to call it. And he just has this very, like, he's smiling, but he looks dead inside. And then r/dank memes is a cute blonde child in a rainbow colored shirt that is drawn much better than the other three.
All right.
Beautiful.
Thank you. That was...
You know what? You've inspired me. I'm doing this one more time. Come on.
Don't forget the caption at the top.
Is this a pigeon meme? And so it shows, an anime. Yeah, it's anime. And the yellow butterfly has the words yelling my name over it. And instead of the anime dude with the glasses, it's DJ Khaled, except the picture's a little bit blurry and it's not HD at all. And they could have chosen a more flattering picture. And then, the question he's asking is this music?
Well done. Well done.
Beautiful.
All right.
This is going to be the podcast, isn't it? Just me describing several memes.
Yes. Okay, I have 2 more questions which are kind of related to each other. No, they are very related to each other.
All right, what we got?
What is your favorite meme?
Prequel memes, obviously.
Give me a specific one.
Okay, I'm gonna get back to you on that one. Give me a second to think. Katrina, you go ahead.
Right now, I'm scanning as quickly as I possibly can through the multiple Yeems playlists that I've watched. So you're a couple minutes.
Okay, got it.
I'll answer. In the meantime, my favorite is between two. If we're talking about like picture memes, it's somebody inserting a circular saw blade into a CD player, and the caption is, "When you want to listen to some brutal death metal." Or the Black Eyed Peas one with the bunch of speakers on the desk, and when the bass drops, all the speakers start shaking around.
Oh, that
That's the greatest video of all time.
I love it.
Okay.
I think my all-time favorite prequel meme may be "Do It."
Yeah.
Yes.
In any context.
Yes, definitely.
In any context whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like any edits, any crossover memes, whatever they do with it, as long as it has "Do It."
That reminds me of that Game Grumps video where they just came up with all the like random.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one had me on the floor crying the first time I watched it.
Okay, I have two memes. One, because I get to see the joy on my friend's face. And the other, oh darn it, I just blanked on my favorite and I had it and now it's gone. So I'm just going to tell you one that makes my friend happy. It's the one where it shows the Russian singer and it's like, and then it shows, but like on the last note, it shows the Spider-Man people going like.
I think we all know who you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
I love that one purely because every single time we watched that, how many times in a row? What, like 8 times in a row, and without fail, he just didn't stop laughing. And then, oh, darn it, why can't I remember what my favorite is? Oh, that's sad.
Well,
I
it's
love
just so
them all.
selfless
Like,
of you. You don't even remember your favorite, but you can remember somebody else's favorite.
Huh?
I said it's so selfless of you. You can't even remember your favorite, but you can remember other people's favorites.
Well, it's because the memes are like my children. You know, you can't pick a favorite. I mean, you could, but you're not supposed to. Like, I love all of them equally.
All right, next question.
All right, well, the next one is, naturally, what's your least favorite meme?
Anything Fortnite. Anything Fortnite. Love that game. So much fun. Culture around it, not so much.
Yeah.
Favorite YouTuber ever became solely a Fortnite YouTuber, and now all he uploads is Fortnite. I'm so sad.
Okay, I don't really know if it counts as a meme, but anything that has to do with How to Basic, because I get grossed out way too easily.
Oh, I love How to Basic.
Like, first of all, he's always naked. Second of all, there's always eggs. Third of all, there's always mess, and I can't help but think to myself, how long does it take for him to clean all this up after a video? Like, is it worth it? And then, like, I don't know. It's just, it always grosses me out. There's something about it that I just, I always end up gagging.
I'll be sure to keep sending you How to Basic videos then.
Not if I change my phone number, my address.
I'll figure it out.
I'll find a way. It's not like you're gonna live far from us next year. Anyway, I think I don't have a specific least favorite, but I've never been a huge fan of SpongeBob memes.
What?
Never been a huge fan of SpongeBob in the first place, anyway. So.
Tessa,
All
you
right.
never had
Yeah. So that's that's intense.
We can't be friends
That's a
anymore.
lot.
Sorry.
Nope.
I think we can.
Nope.
Okay.
Yep,
I
she's
guess we
left off.
can.
Nope, we can't.
And she's back.
Wow, way to commit.
I know, I'm sorry. I didn't want to miss out.
Okay, any additional thoughts anybody would like to add?
I like bacon.
I am the Senate.
Okay. And with that, excuse me, and with that, we're done.
Bread.
Goodbye.